Should I tell the story? No? Okay. Well, why not?
Why not?
Working with this population, I hear stories. And the stories I hear, which are all stories about trauma, what caused them to go off and be how they are, the stories are unbelievable. Like I hear them, I say, yeah, bullshit. Well, Willie told me his story yesterday. Told the group his story. 1984. His mother, his auntie, who was his favorite person, it's his father's sister. His father and his mother and his little sister was in the car. The mother and the auntie got into a fight. The father pulled them out of the car and said, have at it. The mother killed her sister-in-law. The father then got a knife and he stabbed his wife 21 times. Threw her in the trunk of his car, took her to the hospital, and dumped her in the dumpster. So, as you're going like this, I've been going like this since I heard this story. It's so unconscionable. So this man is so full of anger. I mean, his father's obviously in jail forever. His sister has not spoken a word since 1984. She's so traumatized. So, dealing with these people and the traumas they go through is just it's unbelievable. And can we really do anything to help them? I like to believe it, but I don't know.
But there's an experience, Paul, that you're present to. You just described it, sort of. You're saying, if you could do one thing more, you could do more of something, you'd like to get with these guys. Because they have issues, they have lives that have more heft to them than all these other 42-year-old affluent white men,
Right.
and so on. So when you're in that, when you're there with them, can you describe a little bit of what you're experiencing when you're with them and it's just going?
A lot of what I experience is how they support each other. They're amazing in how they support each other. Maybe not so much around the trauma or traumas, but how they support each other, how to get through the system, how to get a place to live. And most of these guys don't know how to do anything. And the way they love each other. They use the word, I love you, man. They love each other. So I watched that, and it's really incredible to watch. As far as my process, I'm just moment by moment. You know, I don't go in with any plan. I have nothing written down. You mean, I thought I would have to have a plan yesterday because I haven't been there for 2 weeks. As soon as I walked in, that went out the door. So, you know, if I could help one guy get a little bit past that trauma place, what more could I ask for?
Yeah, so it sounds like what draws you there is what that feeling is, that experience is when you're in it. It's clearly not about some plan you have or some skill you have or saying the right words about anything. It's almost like you all get in a pool together and you feel that pool at the same time.
It's also incredibly selfish. I want to feel that I can really have value up there. And that's selfish. And there's nothing wrong with selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is selfish. I want to do good. I want to help somebody. And have I mean, in certain ways I know I have. And guys have come to me and say, hey, well, you said really changed. But I get that a lot. So, you know, as I throw in doubt, I mean, I know I'm doing good up there. and I want to keep it going. So, in terms of what I want to do out there, it's all around people. You know, I'm a people guy. It's all around people.
But you're a different kind of people guy now than you were 10, 15, 20 and more years ago.
Completely different.
It's a different pool that you swim in now, that
Right.
you prefer to be in.
Right.
It's not the same.
No, completely different. It's part of the being a 3 in the Enneagram, having to look good, and I really feel that a lot of that has been integrated now. I mean, obviously that's still there, but it's not running the show anymore. It ran the show for me forever, and it's not running the show. Took a while, but what else is there to do? Anything you want to say?
Well, as you're, this is
You-
Anya.
Maybe if you were to sit there, I can just turn it and get you. Sure.
As you're talking about the pleasure that you have in interacting with these men up there, one thing I also know about you is that you like being in the intensity and the juice of life that turns you on. And you meet that in them and hold it for them without judgment, and that's pretty unusual. So maybe we ought to have a little more intensity here, huh?
At the moment, I don't have much energy for that, but so I don't know what else.
I'm curious if you touch into that, what you're calling depression for a moment.
Yeah.
Is there anything more distinct that you can describe? Feeling or thoughts or images or?
Well, I guess what depression is I don't want to be here. I want to feel differently. I want to be somewhere else. Well, I don't want to be somewhere else. I'd like to feel differently. But it's not I'm so removed from the feelings of it. I can say I'm pissed off and I'm angry, but am I really, ready to hit somebody or break anything? It's not like that. I don't know what it is. One thing I'm getting is that, this whole New Age, how I feel about a lot of this New Age pap, is that you have to know what you're feeling all the time. It's horse shit. I don't know what I'm feeling all the time, and I don't even care. But when something comes up, I want to feel it and look at it. So this doesn't have a whole lot of feeling to it. Maybe a whole lot of it is body stuff, because my body hurts. I'm uncomfortable. Maybe that's what it is. I want my body to stop hurting. It's been hurting since we were in Mexico. Maybe if my body stops hurting, things will change. So to say I'm depressed, maybe that's not even accurate. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I know I don't feel a whole lot of joy. Let's get that one taken care of. feel a whole lot of joy.
Well, this is a pretty good chapter in your updates for people and what you're going through. Is there any way that you're inclined to sign off for this particular?
Well, the reason I wanted to do it is because I want to tell the truth. And the guy who started this thing with, oh, this is cool, and we're going to laugh all the way to the... That wasn't the truth. Thought it was, but no, it wasn't the truth. So the reason I did this is because I want to share the truth, whatever that might look like. And it's going to change. From what to what? Not the slightest idea, but it's going to change. So that's the signature for me. I just want to keep telling the truth. And not try to look good.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
Thanks.
I just want to say that your being in your truth looks pretty good from where I'm sitting. Thank you for that.
All right. Talk to you later.